Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I am on today a little bit earlier than expected, about 35 minutes. I have a couple of things I needed to do that came up. And of course, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, so I definitely still wanted to tune in. So if you're not able to get on today, that's fine. Watch the replay. It's totally cool. Make sure you drop those questions in the comments and then send us a message if you would like. That would be awesome. I would love to talk with you. So today's going to be short and sweet. I don't have a snack with me either. I know. It's been one of those weeks, but it's okay. Let's just hop into our juicy topics for today. So our VA topic is social media with your VA. And I know some of you were probably wondering when we posted the topic the other day, what are we going to talk about with social media with the VA? Because there's a lot of different aspects we can look at. And then our business topic is going to be different ways to market your business. So for those of you out there that aren't that great at marketing, I will give you a few different tools to use that I hope will either A, be a refresher for you, or B, help you get on track to where you need to be to market your business. So let's go ahead and hop in to our VA topic. So social media with your VA. So the angle we're going to talk about with this today is a VA actually managing your social media. So as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, specifically, we are talking about bringing on a VA to help you with your social media and what that looks like. So there's a lot of different levels when it comes to this, but we're just going to keep it really basic, really simple. So I know there are plenty of, and I'm guilty of this myself, plenty of entrepreneurs and small business owners that you want to be active on social media. You may know what platform, is a good one for your business, but you just don't have time to do it. I would definitely outsource this. This is one of the, I would say top 3 things that most business owners should and do outsource to a virtual assistant. It's amazing. You're able to not only I can't see who's coming on, but hello to both of you guys that just got on. So I forgot what I was talking about. Where did I leave off? So bringing on a VA for your social media is just amazing. That's something you can outsource, get it off your hands. It's something that you guys can split, where maybe if you don't want to come out of pocket fully for it, you can spend, a certain amount of time on it, and then you can give some stuff to your VA too. So let's go ahead and get into it real quick. So a few of the things that you want to look at is actually having a social media plan, and then having some type of calendar to have everything that's going to be scheduled, like upcoming posts that are going to be scheduled out. You want to make sure that is actually put together and that is organized. And like I said, entrepreneurs, we wear 50 hats. Sometimes we just don't have time to do that, which is why our social media, actually lacks. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. Another thing you want to keep in mind too, the password manager, LastPass. We've talked about that probably in almost every single episode of Facts and Snacks, but you definitely want to use that. And then for those of you that have your Facebook pages, LinkedIn, or if you're wanting your VA to get into your Google Plus, you would have to make them administrators on there. And then you can use a third-party scheduling tool such as Hootsuite, Buffer, Social Sprout, or any of those if you're trying to do multiple platforms at one time. And when I say multiple platforms, I mean, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you have Pinterest, you have Tumblr, you have Google Plus, you have YouTube, you have, blogging, the list goes on. So you can use a scheduling tool such as, like the ones I named off. I'll name them again. You have Buffer, you have Hootsuite, you have Social Sprout, you have Planoly. That's really good for Instagram. There are a couple of more. If you have questions about those, just send a message. Hey, Chanel, how are you today? You guys, Chanel is on our team with Jasmine and Cohen. She is just amazing. She does amazing work. She is from Jamaica. and she is just awesome. So we're glad to have her. So anyway, so yeah, so you want to make sure that you Facebook pages, LinkedIn, Google Plus, you want to make sure that you make them administrators. Then any of the other platforms, you definitely want to make sure that you're using a social media manager tool. So you definitely, oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So yeah, so you want to look at that. You want to know which, I kind of didn't mention this earlier and I should have, you want to know which platforms will be good for your business as far as marketing. It just really depends on the industry that you're in. It depends on happy to be on your team. Good. I'm glad to have you. I think it's been almost a year or something like that. So it's really, really been great working with you this past year. Sorry guys, I know I'm a little all over the place today. It's really been a very, very, very long week, but let's go ahead and finish this out. So where was I? With your VA, so you know how you research. So for like example, Instagram and Twitter, like obviously hashtags are big on there to gain exposure. You definitely want to look at your bio on there. You want to look at what you're posting, you know, as far as like your quotes, or if you're wanting to do different pictures, you know, or if you're trying to be inspirational, whatever you're trying to do, you know, you have to research that stuff and actually draft it out. So that's what I was saying about being organized, because your VA can help you do that. Because I just know most of us just don't have the time to do it as much as we want to make time to do it. Time is money at the end of the day. So sometimes we will tend to spend more time on things that's going to make us money. And sometimes our social media may not make us that money right away that we need. So we kind of put it on the back burner. And next thing you know, 6 months pass and then you are not growing your social media accounts, and you could potentially lose quite a bit of networking opportunities, or you can also lose even potential clients on there as well. So keep that in mind. So your VA can help with that, as far as, you know, you can tell them what you're looking for. You can give them examples, you know, on what to research and draft. I would really use them for that. There are quite a few VAs that are really, like, they really dig in deep with like data mining. I know that's one thing that we do, and I love it. I call myself the research queen, because I always like just find out of the ordinary, really, really awesome stuff. For it could be for anything. So you want to find a VA that they really dig deep into stuff like that to help you with your biz. And then let's see here. Monitoring and engaging with your audience. That's huge, guys. Not only if you want your VA to post for you, that's awesome, but even having them engaged, because you're not going to have time every single time. You may miss a comment here and there. And then you may have that one upset person, and you just don't want that. It can turn into a mess. So you definitely want to make sure that, I would say, you guys tag team on it. You and your, you know, VA, you guys engage, you're responding to people, all that good stuff. Following back, that's huge. You know, we don't do it enough. People will advertise their business, market, but then they don't return the favor. So how are you actually building your, you know, your network that way? You're not, because they're following you. You're not following back. You don't know what's going on with them, and you just expect them to know everything that's going on with you. But that favor has to be returned as well. That's how you start building relationships. So you want your VA to monitor and engage with your audience. You, like I said, tag team on it. If you have questions about how to do that, just let me know. But you know, for those of you that have Facebook pages, business Facebook pages, really important if they're sending you a message about, you know, doing business with you, or if they're just commenting on your photo of the day, you want to acknowledge them, you know. And then with your posts, one thing I would recommend is creating open-ended questions when you're creating your post, because then it opens it up for people to actually comment on your picture, you know, instead of just, you know, telling people about your business or trying to sell your services all the time. Put some other content out there. Throw some things out there about your industry. Throw out a funny picture. It could be of you, it could be of you and your family, or it could be a meme or something. And people like that type of stuff. Like, I know I was working with a a business that they sell hair extensions. And so what I did for her is she wanted like some funny memes on there, like about people having bad hair days, you know, and things like that. And I was able to find her some, and it was just awesome. People were engaging on the page, and it breaks the ice, right? Between you and your audience and your followers. And so it's really awesome. So I would recommend that to anybody. And then as far as building and managing, you know, your network, we kind of already went into this, but you definitely want to engage with people. That's the only way to, you know, build your network. But your VA is going to help you maintain that. So your VA helping you through this process, they're helping you build your network, and they're helping you maintain your network, whether you really realize it or not. If you really sit down and think about it, they're definitely helping you do that. And you can use them at your disposal. You know, as much as you want, as least as you want, but I know it depends on your budget as well, but you definitely want to sit down and see what you're strong in as far as, you know, as far as social media management goes, and then outsource the rest of your VA and let them handle it, you know, or find a VA that's an all-in-one, that's within your budget, and you can completely take that off of your hands, which is ideal. And then when you're creating posts, guys, I would recommend, if you're on Canva, which most of us are, right? Unless you're a super awesome graphic designer that's on Photoshop or Illustrator, I would recommend creating templates. And if you create templates, ideal templates, your VA can go in there and reuse those same templates, and it'll kind of give them an idea, and they can make templates as well as make the posts from those templates, and it just makes it easier, so that it's aligned with your brand colors and your font and everything that's on your brand board and all of that good stuff. So I have just started doing this myself because I have been all over the place with my social media, but I can manage everybody else's, but when it comes to mine, I do a very, very poor job. So the same thing I'm telling you guys, I'm working on myself. I wouldn't tell you anything that I either A, haven't done, or B, that I'm not already doing. So that's another tip for you guys. I know it's a lot of information, but again, if you have any questions, just please drop it in the comments or send us a message. I would love to talk with you guys. Like I tell you every week, I can talk your head off. You know, I love what I do. I love talking to you guys every week. I wish I could talk to you every day. Hopefully, maybe one day it'll get to that point. But for now, I enjoy our weekly talks. So another thing your VA can do for you is hopefully help you report and track your metrics as far as how, you know, your business has done over the month. You know, when it comes to social media management, you can't get results in a week. It's really tough to get results in a month. It's going to take a few months. I would say a minimum of 3 for you to really, really get a gauge on what you need to do, what you need to post, what time you need to post, kind of everything you need to do, you know, as far as whatever platform it is. So your VA can help you do that. You can bring in somebody that's really, really experienced to help you do that, or you can kind of create a little plan yourself, and, you know, you guys can kind of go through it as time goes on. Either way is fine. So you definitely can use your VA for that. And then we already talked about keeping everything, or keeping your social media profiles up to date and all of that good stuff. It kind of goes into scheduling and the planner and having a social media content calendar. I have one if you guys want me to send it to you. If you go to Google, they're all there. I think there are quite a few free ones out there too. I know it seems like a lot of work, but it will save you a lot of time in the end. And I'm telling you, you will appreciate it so much more if you have everything laid out. Like, I know from my social media platforms in particular, I schedule just a week out. That's all that I really have time to do right now. But, you know, I'm trying to get ahead as much as I can. So you definitely want to sit down and organize. You know, if you have to take 2 or 3 hours, you know, out of your weekend to do it. Or, you know, if you need to take an hour out to do this aspect of it and then outsource the rest of your VA, please do it. Because you want your social media to be up to par. And especially if you have more than one platform, it can become very, very, very overwhelming. So just keep that in mind, guys. And I'm trying to think of what else. That's pretty much it. So just to recap on the few things. So for those of you just tuned in, hey, yo, how are you? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while, but I hope you're doing awesome. But just to recap, guys, on our VA topic, so we were talking about social media with your VA. So we were kind of talking about things you can outsource and delegate, or you guys can work together. It just really depends on your budget, how many platforms you're using, what all you have, and all that good stuff. So your VA can help you with researching and drafting your content, hashtag research. They can help, as far as scheduling and posting. That's a big one. It takes time out of your day to do that. So if you can outsource that, please do it. Monitoring and engaging with your audience, doesn't matter what platform it is. You definitely want to respond to people's messages, their comments, and all of that good stuff in a timely manner. So that's why it's good to have two eyes on it, because you definitely want to make sure that it's done in a timely manner. And we talked about building and managing your network, which, if your VA is helping you with all of this, then they are already doing that. One system that I did leave out that's kind of good to use is called Manage Filter. And basically, if you're on multiple platforms, it's pretty awesome that way it works. It helps you to unfollow people that basically unfollowed you, and to unfollow people that aren't active on their own account, because if they're not active on their account, then they're just pretty much taking up space as an audience member, as your follower. So, and then also, if they don't have a profile image as well, they'll kind of boot them out. So that's pretty neat. So I would definitely recommend checking out that platform. And then your VA can help you with creating metrics and reports, and just kind of keeping you on track with everything, keeping everything current and updated and all that good stuff. So I hope some of those tips kind of helped. Sorry it was a little crazy at the beginning. Like I said, it's been a really, really long week in a good way. It's always good when I say that it's been a long week. That means it's been productive. I've been working hard. I've been making moves, making strides. I've been making things happen. And who wouldn't want that? I wouldn't have it any other way. So that's pretty much all I had on the VA topic. If you have questions, please drop them in the comments, or send us a message, please. And then let's hop into our next topic, which is how different ways to market your business, basically. So for those of you that are pretty seasoned, this will be a refresher for you. And for those of you that are new starting your business, hopefully you'll find some new ways, some new tactics, I guess I can say, that can help you, with potential customers and creating your network and all of that good stuff. So let's try to see where to start. There are so many. Let's start with local. Somebody else signed on. I don't know who, but hello to you today. I hope you're having a great Friday. So let's start with local networking events, or joining some type of business organization, or an organization that is specific to your industry, with your business and what you're doing. So meeting people, if you have an online business, that is awesome, but it's also good to meet with people face to face. Everything, technology has just evolved so much, and is only going to keep evolving. But what people don't realize is we lose that face-to-face interaction. That, it's good to still have that. And sometimes people just want to talk to real people. They don't want to talk to you over the computer, and they want to make sure that you're a real person, because there are so many different online businesses these days. Nobody ever meets anybody, let alone doing a video conference where they can see each other. They're always just doing emails and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend finding a local chapter of a business organization, or find different local network meeting groups and stuff like that. I would totally recommend it. I have done a few. I haven't done them as consistently as I'd like, but I would definitely recommend doing that. It works. You may not pull a client right out of it, very quickly, but I'm telling you, it's no telling what you can get out of it and where that road can lead. So I would recommend that. Family and friends. It's always good to reach the people that know you the best first, people that you've known a while, that are in your circle. Reach out to them, and then if you don't get any gauge off of them, depending on what your business is, move on. let's move on. Don't sit there and harp, well, you need to buy from my business. Don't even worry about it. You're just like, hey, thank you. You hope that they support you and you move on to the next thing. So social media is a big one. Obviously, we were going to talk about this. You definitely want to make sure you're on the right platforms for your business. So let's kind of go over all the different platforms that are out there. You have Twitter, you have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, you have Pinterest, you have YouTube. Those are like the top 6. You have Google Plus, and there are a couple of more, but those are like the main 6, the core 6, I guess you could say. Facebook is really good. Make sure you have a Facebook group. Not a group, I'm sorry, a Facebook business page. And then if you want to take it a step further, you can create a group. When you create a group, you're creating an audience that you're able to engage with and impact, boom, right then. It's a little bit different than having a Facebook business page. You should have, if you're creating a group, it should create some value for the people that are joining the group. And I'm not saying that it shouldn't for your page either, but it's kind of just on a different level with the Facebook group. It's a little bit more work, and then you can make it a private group or open group, but it just kind of depends. You want to decide what your goals are for the group, I guess. So once you figure that out, you can decide if it's for you to make one. It doesn't have to be necessarily about your business. It could be for your industry, or it can be for entrepreneurs. It can be for small businesses. It could be for women entrepreneurs. I mean, the list goes on. So if you're, groups are a really good way to get things out there. And then of course your Facebook business pages as well. Instagram and Twitter are really awesome. Instagram, obviously you post pictures. Hashtags are amazing. That's how you really gain exposure. Our hashtags, and you want to make sure on all of these platforms, you want to make sure that you're posting at a time that your followers are really going to pay attention. And that comes into knowing a little bit more about what you're doing with the different platforms, knowing your audience, and that's going to take some time. So you definitely want to watch that. And Twitter is really awesome as well. It's not for everybody. Like, I have one, but I don't use it. I'm mainly on Instagram and Facebook. And then what I do with my Instagram is I post motivational quotes. So it's kind of like a daily inspiration thing. If you're just an entrepreneur or a business owner, if you just need like some words of wisdom, those are the kind of people that follow my page. And my Facebook is a little bit more engaging. I may put some quotes on there, but I have other things going on too. It could be an article that's beneficial to you guys. It could be a blog post we wrote. It could be pretty much anything, that I would put on there for my Facebook. And that's more engaging on there as well. You have Pinterest, which I'm not 100% on Pinterest, but it's pretty awesome. Like the times that I have gone on there, I've been able to find some cute things like for my daughter's like second birthday or first birthday. I was looking for like ideas for stuff, and a lot of creative people, creativepreneurs are on Pinterest. It's pretty awesome. And then you have Google Plus and YouTube. So if you have like a YouTube channel or you're looking to start one, YouTube is awesome. And I'm not an expert at YouTube as far as branding it and putting it out there, but I know that there are some really, really good tutorials and ebooks out there. So I would go find those if you're trying to do that. And then you have Google Plus, which is awesome, and let's see, Google AdWords and things like that, other ways to like market. So as you can see, there are several ways for you to market your business. And if you're not familiar with the platform, you need to go do some research on it, or partner with somebody that is an expert in it. So that's the whole point here. If you partner somebody, if you really need Instagram for your business to help boost productivity, boost sales and all of that, why not go partner with why not get an Instagram mentor, right? Or get somebody that's an expert in the field that can help mentor you and guide you, through you setting up your Instagram and being successful with it. That's what it's all about, guys. It's all about working together. It's about networking and all of that stuff. Why not? Because you grab that person, that's another person in your back pocket. You never know where that can lead. They can lead you to the biggest client of your lifetime, or you just never know. Or they can help you with your Instagram to the point where your sales are out the roof. It could be anything, guys. Just keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to network. Don't be afraid to network. You want to network. Every successful person, they didn't make it to the top by themselves. They had a team of people that helped them along the way. Different people played a different role in helping them get to that successful place. So keep that in mind. That's pretty much all I had with that. I wanted to just throw out a few ideas. I didn't want to talk long today. I just wanted to really kind of talk about marketing and how a VA can help you with your social media, guys. And, even with the business topic, a VA can help you with all of those as well. You just want to make sure you find the right VA that can help you on the correct platform that you're trying to use. Use your VA up. Please use them up. Just make sure that they have the skills and the qualifications that you need. And then, set them up for success and give them the tools to make them successful, which in return helps your business be successful. So that's all I have with that stuff. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments and send us a message. And before I get off of here, guys, tomorrow is September 1st. Can you believe it? Tomorrow, September 1st. It is crazy how fast 2018 has gone. It's been a rocky but awesome year. And I only hope that we will all stay productive, keep our heads on straight, keep pushing and keep grinding, through the year. And then it's almost time to start setting our goals for next year. So just keep your head up, guys. You can do it. Keep pushing. You're not by yourself. I'm sure there are a million other people in the same position you're in, but the difference between you and them is you're going to keep pushing yourself. Yes. Even if you want to pat yourself on the back for every little win that you get. If you have 2 things on your list that you were supposed to accomplish today, and if you accomplish those things, give yourself a pat on the back. Be happy. You should reward yourself for those small wins. So when you get the big wins, you will do even more. So I am signing off for here. I hope y'all have a great Labor Day weekend. Labor Day is on Monday, September the 3rd. If you have any questions, feel free to message. I don't have anything else right now, I don't think. But I will talk to you guys later. It has been a pleasure as always. And I will talk to you guys next week. Have an awesome weekend.